and it's getting darker and darker, and I'm hearing the howler monkeys, and they like really like to mess with you if you're alone, especially. So like I am booking it, and I remember it was just getting so dark I could barely see the trail.
So real quick,
all right.
I told you that you were going to leave, but I'm actually going to leave.
I know, you just took over. I was going to tell you about
drawing this little
story
man
on the Amazon River, but go ahead.
I've been drawing this little man for the past couple of... We record more than one episode at a time.
No.
No. It's not true. That's impossible.
I've been drawing...
Everything's a lie.
Yeah. I've been drawing this little man over the past...
Tricks of the trade.
2 episodes.
Wow. Okay. What's the story there? You don't want to get sued by Disney on that one. Just to be... I mean, 3 circles, deadly. Deadly. They are grabby. They're really grabby.
Not Disney.
Okay. You'll still get... We're still...
Made that
we're
very,
gonna get sued.
very clear.
We're screwed.
We're screwed. Yeah, they're going to take down the whole podcast. We'll be in jail for 50 years.
Anyway, his name is Philip. His name is Philip,
out.
and he very notably is not dyslexic.
Explain.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah. Because he's a pretty linear thinker, and he's actually very pro standardized testing.
Okay.
And Scantron.
Is he a villain? Is he a villain in the story?
I guess he could be.
Does he like those little bubble sheets?
You love Scantron.
Oh, is that what that's called? Scantron? The bubble sheets?
Yeah, he's a really big fan of
Did you make
multiple
patterns?
choice. So multiple choice.
When
here's
I did
something
it, I
that,
tried to
here's
make
something that he
patterns.
can do
Sorry.
on multiple choice. He can pick an answer.
Really?
That he thinks is strongest.
Really?
Which is super non-dyslexic.
I mean, that's just a neurotypical brain you studied.
Brain. So anyway,
dyslexic brain is like that could be true if this. That
right.
could be true after. Because I told you that. Like I told you that. Like, will you move to Alaska for this job? And I'm like, well, global warming.
What are you paying me?
You know, like
I think I'm
thinking like climate could change. It could be warmer.
Well, you were
there.
super excited when I
really hot
moved here, and you were like, dude, we're in the right spot.
Yeah.
I just had a really good, I won't get into it, but I had a really good conversation. I was at my boss's house this past week, and he lives in Tennessee, and he had the same conversation you and I had about
nice spot, man.
It's a good spot to be. Anyway, I just wanted to,
but don't tell anybody.
I wanted to introduce our little anti-hero, Philip. And I'm glad that you said his name, because I didn't reference it again, because I didn't remember what it was. Anyway, go ahead. Amazon.
Oh, you want me to tell that?
The rainforest.
Not
the company.
Not Jeff Bezos?
No.
Jeffrey Bezos.
No. So
I resisted, but I respect the fact that you did it.
You did it.
I mean, I guess that's why this story came to me, because we were talking about Miami and
we were
Bezos
and about how he's
there, and then talking about hurricanes. So in the Amazon, like, you get these like intense monsoons, right? And so I was in the jungles above Manaus. I don't know. It was called Portaquequara. I don't know if it's still there. It's probably all like populated with cities and stuff. But at the time, there was nothing there.
Yeah. Year? I don't want you to age
in the
it.
80s. Oh, you can.
Oh, 16. Okay.
I'm 52. I don't give it.
Cool.
I'm done.
It was 16.
Yeah, at the time. I was young. So, and my dad was like, yeah, go to the Amazon. You're cool.
That's awesome.
That's how my dad
Great
rolled.
dad move.
Yeah. Loved you, Dad. So we were building a tree house in the middle of the jungle, my friends and I, because we were volunteering. We were helping a tribe that was nomadic tribe that was trying to be stable and not move anymore, the Yanomami. And it's pronounced differently in America. But anyway, so we were hanging out with them, and during our times off, we would go out into the jungle on this little tiny trail, and we were building like a little tree house that we can just kind of hang out in, because you don't want to sit on the jungle floor. That's like that bad idea, right? So we're just trying to build a little platform. And so one day, like, I got off early. I did my chore fast. I forget what it was. So I went out there and I was building, having a great time. By myself, which is not a smart idea, but I'm 16,
Right, you don't know.
No one's going to kill me,
Yeah.
right? So there's no, like, 9-foot panther out there,
No.
you know what I mean? Onsa is what they call them. So, like, I'm out there working, and I realize really quick that it's getting dark, and when you're...
It comes like a sheet there, doesn't it?
Yeah. When you're on the equator, Like, it's not like Louisville. Like,
Right.
you get like an hour, 2 hours, 3
Yeah.
hours of like sunset. Like in the equator, it's like over, and it's beautiful. But when you're in the jungle, you can't see the sky. I just realized it's getting dark, and I'm realizing like in 15 minutes it's gonna be pitch dark.
That's crazy.
And I am in the middle of the jungle, and so I start running home, and or to our little place where we were staying.
running home would have been.
I mean, there's like
been tough.
running to Miami would have been really
Yeah.
tricky. But
You could have done it.
we
to be clear.
lived in this little hut with like screen. It was all screens. There was no walls and like metal roof.
Yeah.
That's how you live there. And I'm booking it, and I'm like jumping over the ants because the ants would like be like 3 feet wide and stuff like that, and passing where the onsa's been scraping the trees to mark their territory, and it's getting darker and darker, and I'm hearing the howler monkeys, and they like really like to mess with you if you're alone, especially. So like I am booking it, and I remember it was just getting so dark I could barely see the trail, and then I came into the opening where my little spot was, and all my friends were there, and they had their machetes and flashlights, and they were going to come out and get me.
Oh my god!
And I was so happy that they were willing
They're ready to
do
get out
that.
there.
They were like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
going to go out into the jungle and find me. And anyway, they knew I was working on the little tree house.
Right.
Anyway, I was pretty scared.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. And you know what else is crazy? We have a website.
That's what I hear.
So I finally took the time to do something productive.
What's the name of this website?
Big.
Dyslexicsuntied.com, which I could not believe was not
That's
taken.
crazy.
Not taken. So we own it. I bought it for like 3 years, and it'll automatically redo.
Yeah.
It's only like $15 a year. It's easy to buy.
That's awesome.
A URL. And so so I used Wix, that website.
Awesome.
I have a
that.
personal website, SeanApostle.com, ChristyApostle.com, and now DyslexicsUntied.com.
Apostle.com.
Apostle.
Dyslexics Untied, apostle.com.
No, it's Dyslexics Untied. Yeah, and so I was a little snarky on it at times, so I hope you all read your bios.
Oh, I did.
And you okay? So
I
I
did.
kind of made little jokes here and
That's
there.
fun.
Yeah?
Thank you for doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's a
think
fun
that's
project.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Noel's
my
gonna have a
God.
Bible.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. You need to be on there. On the Bible. It's the Bible?
She has to have a Bible.
Is that what the website's called now? The Bible?
The Bible, the dyslexic Bible.
No.
No? Don't go there, man.
that.
I
You
just
can do
need
whatever you
more
want with it.
like information about Noelle so I can be snarky with her too. So you could look at the website.
So you just send in a short little.
and then I just
info
made
thing.
stuff up off the top.
No,
of my
I'm.
head.
And I edited it.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I'm saying that to get some information about you.
So what's our sections of the website?
How's it organized?
There's 3 pages, and I want a merch page.
Yeah, we have to. Do
I
that.
really want a merch page.
Especially we
I
got the
think-
ornaments, we got stickers still hanging around.
Yeah,
The ornaments are not for sale at the moment, but they will be in the future.
we have weird quotes we can put on shirts. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
we
it
can
could
do
be
all
fun.
kinds
We
of
could have
stuff.
a lot of fun
Yeah.
with it.
We should have like graphic design versions of us and like with little quotes. So like Jacob over here be like insert unicorn fact here. For me, it'll be sound speed. For Sean,
I would wear a shirt every day that said sound speed on it. I would love that.
for Sean, it could be microwaves are
Oh, yeah.
bad.
You've
Microwaves
honestly
with a down thumb.
everything that we've done that's had a large amount of traction on a short has been all your content. And then the first commentary that we get, I don't know if you noticed this, the first commentary we get is something against me. And it's really funny. Like with your microwave thing, they were like, bold of you to assume that he brought the microwave in there.
No, I saw that.
Yeah, right. And I was like, you don't know the history of Sean
Yeah.
and me. Like, you know, of course, like he just brought something into a place of
No,
work,
but I
right?
think-
Like that's not
Sounds
surprising.
like something he would do.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It was more surprising that he didn't.
You're good to tell stories too,
Yeah,
man.
thank you.
The way you interact. And
Yeah, and
I
I'm
think it
always
feels
trying to,
good.
like-
I feel like it's the flow, man.
Yeah, and you're a great storyteller because you've had continue to have a fascinating life. You and Noel,
That's not
man.
the
Golly.
prettiest sneeze.
That's not.
So you
Anyway.
put an ugly sneeze with the pretty sneeze? Is that how that works?
Yeah,
Okay.
Opposites do attract.
it's
apparently.
very true.
It's like
Yeah.
the jock and the
I want to make a quick diversion if we have a little bit of
sneeze.
time. There was a really cool thing that happened, and I tried to share the link in the podcast chat, Friends of the Pod, that it would not let me share it for some reason. Anyway, I think I'm the only one here that watches any sort of sports.
Yes.
But there's a player for the Green Bay Packers named Rashawn Gary, who's a really good, I think he's a running back. And the NFL does this thing called the
game.
No.
You just lost the game.
Super Bowl.
Magic event.
How the Dolphins doing? They're doing pretty bad.
The Dolphins are good.
Oh, good. My dad was really upset when
No,
he
the
was
Dolphins,
dying 'cause he thought
dude, the
Dolphins
coach
were
of the
gonna do bad.
Dolphins is awesome.
Okay.
He has a really cool story.
I'll have to watch.
Anyway,
Okay, back to your
he's a really cool guy.
We never venture off topic,
Anyway,
so it's going to break the whole
it's
podcast thing.
It's a something for cleats. It's a thing they do where they sponsor a charity, and they put them on one of their athletes' cleats, and then they play a game, and then they auction off those cleats for the charity.
Okay.
And they'll make these really cool cleats. For some reason, I had it in my notes.
People like sweaty shoes.
I don't
Got it.
see it here. It's possible that they don't wear them, but anyway, this guy Rashawn Gary did his cleat sponsors to Made by Dyslexia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
No way.
and it was on national television.
Wow.
And he had a short interview. It was mostly about sports, so we don't need to watch it. But he has a short piece where he says that it's really interesting. He says dyslexia had a really positive impact on his life. But he says it from what we talk about a lot, but it's kind of like an undertone of the podcast, is it gave him a chip on his shoulder. He wasn't from the generation where being dyslexic actually helped him, right?
Right.
He's saying in his educational career actually helped him. He's saying it gave him a chip on his shoulder.
resilience.
He ended up going to Michigan State, and he was a top 10 academic All-American at Michigan State. And he's dyslexic.
Yeah.
And he's a professional linebacker for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. I got honors at Clemson.
Yeah.
And I was let in on academic probation
I know.
because my score was so low.
It's crazy.
So-
First in a decade to get on.
Yeah, it wasn't very common.
Yeah.
It was, but I think you're right.
But
I think
it's the chip. All he talked
you
about was the chip
this,
on the shoulder, and I'm totally
this
it's
fight
me.
that a lot of
Yep.
people don't have, and
Yep.
I think it's resilience, and it's tough to teach that.
I think it's
in a
100%
humane
true.
way.
No,
You know what I mean?
it's hard to talk that out. What the chip on the shoulder does, because a lot of people get chip on the shoulders from whatever it is, right? But dyslexia definitely for a certain generation of people has done that. Magic Johnson, Tim Tebow also came out, and they were like, "Hey, we're definitely dyslexic as well." Famous basketball player, famous football quarterback.
Tim Tebow.
Tim
Just
Tebow.
joking.
Yeah, the Tebow.
Yeah, I know.
I tried
yeah.
to do that once in recreational basketball, and I face planted in the
Oh,
ground.
that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me. Are you done? I'm sorry.
No, that was it.
I don't wanna interrupt your story.
It's really interesting. I think it's called My Case, My Cleats. So it's the case they're making for a charity, and then
Okay.
it's their cleats.
All right. But with all these, I think what's interesting is all these people are coming, I don't want to say out as dyslexic, but
Yeah.
they're announcing their dyslexia, like I were talking about on my email,
Yep.
right? I put it on my,
And I meant that was on my to-do list.
what's that called?
This
Signature.
week, signature.
Signature.
And honestly, I couldn't figure out how to make
It's
it.
not
Email
easy.
signature.
Yeah. I can help
It
you.
It wasn't
You have to go into open up an email, and then if it's
right.
Outlook.
It obviously wasn't my top
Gmail's
priority,
so much
but
easier.
I had it on my to-do list. I even announced it on the call I was on with my team.
Oh, wow.
I said, I'm going to make this email signature about dyslexia, and this is why I'm going to do it, and this is why it's important. I haven't been able to do it yet.
Follow through.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I need to do it. What's
But-
nice, I'll be here this week. So.
But I think that's important as more people announce and celebrate their dyslexia. Christy and I are working on a book based on one of our podcasts about dating a dyslexic person.
Yeah.
And it'll be really quick little stories that you can easily search. Because I was thinking if you were dating someone, you found out they were dyslexic, you probably wouldn't read a 500-page book about dyslexia.
No.
But you might get a little 50-page book where you can kind of clip around memory or storytelling or whatever time.
Yeah.
Like a dyslexic person might not be there on time.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they don't like you.
Yeah. Or they
Right.
might not remember this thing.
Right.
Or
Or
that
the
thing.
date, or they don't know how to get to
I
the
think-
place. They need, you know.
I'm super excited about that. So we have the book. We have the
website.
Dyslexic website.
We got a flag.
We have a flag.
We just need a small country.
So yeah,
that nobody
we'll just
cares
get like
about.
some sort of island or
Yeah.
something. But anyway,
Uninhabited.
We're very excited.
There are a lot
we're
of-
very excited for bringing in the website, bringing in the book.
Yeah.
And we're super excited to keep going. We want to thank John Henry for this episode, and
Wix.
and Wix and the British.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely want to thank the
I
British.
just feel like we're all grown up.
We are. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.
Kumpai.
Kumpai.
Thank you everyone for joining us for another episode of Dyslexics Untied. New episodes every Saturday wherever you get your podcasts. Also, catch us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.